Hi guys. Last minute, I am filming a vlog. Bit of a complete confusing one. What am I looking for? Some shoshi. So, I told you in my last vlog that we were going competing today with Obis and Zora. And I entered in advance, and I was so pleased with myself that I'd entered and sorted it all out, and it was great, and this, that, and the other. And then, actually, I hadn't entered. I had entered totally the wrong day. This is what I'm using, by the way, if anybody is interested. It's actually running out. That's great. Oh, a little bit more. And I had entered on the wrong day, so it's a 2-day show. And I had entered classes yesterday, couldn't go yesterday. So I had essentially not then got an entry for Zora. And I was really upset because this is preparing us for our first young horse show on Wednesday. So she's very good when she's out, but I just wanted to kind of get her between the boards, have a little go, see what she's like. So yeah, anyway, didn't get an entry, didn't know, and then about 10 minutes ago, the secretary rang me and said, Miri, I can get an entry for you for the novice class, so not what I had planned. But it's fine because it's a very simplistic novice, and I will just go and ride how I need to ride for her, not for the test necessarily. So there's medium trot, if I can't do it, I won't do it. If there's medium canter, if I can't do it, I won't do it. And just basically use it as schooling for her, which was what it was always going to be anyway. So I'm really excited now, quite nervous. But we're taking Obi for the music, and then we're taking him for her for a novice class. So yeah, we're just getting ready to go, and then we're going to get going. And Lucy's just arrived who I need to speak to. So see you all maybe on my way or something. I didn't get up early enough to plait Zora before the show because I thought she wasn't going. So taking my trusty plaiting Tupperware, and we will do it at the show. Oh, little slip. No, don't worry, you don't have to go on there. Come on, little sausage. Good girl. I know, she's big now, isn't she? We have Zora. Pretty ready to go, other than the plaits, but we can do that when we get there. We'll have loads of time, so. That's all right. Foal out in the field, and we are ready to go, I think. I'm scared, I think I've forgotten stuff. So we are here, and we are getting tacked up. Lovely HRH. So I turned up with my boots, looking like this. Go on then, Michelle.
Glove.
One has to be resourceful when you're as disorganised as I am.
I'm sick of kissing your feet, oh Mary Hackett.
To be fair, I would have done that myself had you not just taken the initiative to start. No, look.
Hey,
good
presto.
Good as new.
What? I've set. Oh no, I didn't set the timer. Oh, I just guessed. Wait for my bum cheeks to start burning. Stop. You're allowed to laugh at me. It's totally fun. I'm engaging my glutes. Don't ask. My biomechanics physio will tell me, give me gold star for this.
How's the butt cheeks, burning or not?
Really?
Managed to get a matching.
Why is this not okay though?
It's
Do you
fine,
know what I
Mary.
mean? Like,
Fine,
people
Mary.
look at you funny. But why, if you were going to run a sprint,
I was just going to say, turn your right forward.
already I feel better in my hips. My hips felt so tight. I've not sat on a horse for 2 days. It's
Did you not ride Zora yesterday?
my lunch shirt. No, I was coming. I love listening to the people's different music.
Hello and welcome to my music. So, unfortunately, I can't put the actual audio because it'll get copyrighted and that's no fun for anybody. So, thought I'd do a little voiceover. It's quite comical, this freestyle, so buckle up. So, it started okay. I think it was quite affected by the music. It was very loud, and you'll see in a moment what starts to go wrong. So that was pretty good. That wasn't so good. He got a little fright as the music started. It made him jump, and again. So I was just basically trying to slow down quite a lot. You'll see on my face in a moment in the medium trot that I was quite afraid of exiting the arena. So the medium trot felt super fancy, but I'm like, whoa, leaning back, can't stop. Oh god, panic. And it's not great, and I shouldn't be behind the vertical, but he is big, and yeah, here we have the first initial issue in the canter. So we got a lot of comments from the judge saying let the nose out. Now, I get it. He is at times a little on the overbent side, and a lot of the time pulling, but Exhibit A about to happen as to why I can't, in fact, let the nose out. Bye. Flying changes, generally, literally praying I don't actually just jump straight out over the boards. The judge's face was pretty bad, and yeah, not my finest hour of riding, but I really felt like, well, he's big, and when he's going like that, you just feel very kind of, well, scared that you might just keep going. It improved massively, the test, and I was actually very pleased with how we managed. But I did, like I said, get a lot of comments that said let the nose out, and yes, I needed to, but it was very hard to. That medium canter was much better. There was no full throttling there, so that was positive. And this way I was then able to do my give and retake, take a little half halt afterwards, no irrelevant flying changes, and I could ride my little bit of counter canter that I have in my freestyle and carry on from there. And then here I was smart and I put in a second medium canter on the left so that I regained some marks. So with the freestyle being the opportune word, you can do that. So because I had messed up the first one, well, actually it was Obis' fault, not mine, because he got excited and galloped off, I was able to put in another medium canter, and then it meant that I still got a good mark for that. So my medium canter section of my test, because they mark it like it says show some medium canter strides, doesn't matter where you do them, obviously, I did them where I wanted. Here he got a little bit fast, so you could see I had to just, it's my stretchy trot moment, so I had to just take a half halt and then soften the reins again. You just see the whole thing is just very onward bound, and he was obviously very pleased to be there and feeling very good. But it means that, going back to what I was saying before, if you do your medium canter in one place and it's not positive, you can do it in another place and then get essentially marked 3 times over for your medium canter. So that is what I did, and I got a comment that said, didn't go for broke this time. Very good medium trot, I was pleased with that. Lost his balance a little bit, but actually was better. Still, again, having to kind of slightly keep the handbrake on, because I think if I was to let go, then, well, I don't know what would have happened. But those little boards around the edge look quite a lot like a cavaletti, I imagine, and we probably would have just hopped over and then had some sort of car crash on the other side. Free walk was good, quite active and stretching, which was positive. I was surprised. I had thought maybe it wouldn't be so good. And then in a moment the music changes, and he's not heard this music before. It's the first time, so I take a little half halt there, and I'm like, and he's off again. And we regroup, and then the medium walk is a bit on the jazzy side, so I'm just like, it's okay, slow down. Little tail lifting there, God knows what he was planning next. So then I look up, look that poor unwitting judge in the eye, and pray a little bit that I can make it down the centre line. And off we go again, turbo trot. I mean, the medium trot's never been so good, but at the same time, I do need to be able to stop. And that was the end of the test. Not terrible, but not the best either. Apparently Moana means go.
Miri,
That poor judge's face, you should have seen her face when I was coming towards her at that speed. She was like, oh my
Miri,
god.
I've never seen anything so hilarious
Is she
in my
going to
life.
stop? I don't know if I'm going to stop if I'm honest.
I think maybe we ought to take them up.
So we're just plaiting Zora now, who is being very chilled out. She's going to be better behaved than Obis is. Anyway, that was obviously rather explosive and fun. First show back for him, dressage, and with the music, I think he just thought that was wildly exciting. But I mean, I managed to like fix it. So because with dressage, the dressage music, you can essentially make it up a little bit. So I did that, and I did a bit more medium canter in places where he had bolted. So that's what he used to do when we went showing. That's why we stopped showing. So hopefully he doesn't continue to do this when we do dressage, because it's rather disappointing. Anyway, on to the next one. We'll take him out again next week, so hopefully that'll be a bit better. Anyway, gonna finish plaiting Zora. What time is it? 20 past 10. I think my time is like 11:36 on her, so we've got a little while yet, so and breathe. I don't actually know if you like these voiceover bits, but I kind of get a bit fed up of putting a load of music over the top of it, because the music's normally a bit rubbish anyway. So yeah, here we go. Into the warm-up we venture. First time, realise I hadn't actually ridden her with many other horses in the arena. I think I've ridden her at home with one or two maybe in the arena, but a bit of a different situation. She did some very fancy trotting. There were some people stood around the edge saying how lovely she was, which is very nice and to hear afterwards when you watch the video back. So I just started by giving her a good trot round and letting her follow a couple of others and trying to keep a lid on it a little bit. She was anxious, of course, but actually she just holds her own. She's so like willing to work with me, and yeah, so loose in her body and able and lovely, really. And of course she is, you know, showing off a little. She's more active than maybe she would be just on a normal day, because she's a bit lit up because there's other horses. And I felt a little bit like I was riding a horse in one of those sales videos where they're like throwing their legs around wildly. But it's all exciting and things to come when, you know, we get the relaxation in her body a bit more. Then she'll kind of stop throwing her legs around quite so much and start moving through the whole of her body a bit better. But really, actually, considering how spooky or difficult she could be, I thought she was pretty fantastic, really. Bit of an exhibitionist, really. Look at her with her hind leg doing that. So I thought I'd better have a canter. And Zora was like, left, right, left, not sure. We settled for right canter in the end. So I had to do some steering and sitting on, and to be honest, I was quite tired after this day. I'm no surprise why. Took a fair amount of riding, and so I just gave her a bit of a canter on the right, and you can see she's like quite quick and quite unbalanced, and generally got a lot of 4-year-old energy to expel, but that's fine. And she comes back and she softens again and she's good. So yeah, you know, it was all to be expected, and I always felt very safe. My washing machine, hang on. Sorry about that, my washing machine was spinning and it's very loud. So yeah, I just felt very safe all the time, and after she'd had a really good canter, you can see here that just everything starts coming a little looser and a bit sort of slower and softer, and this is a bit more realistic. So I was super pleased with her in the warm-up, really. The fact that she started how she did, a bit, you know, bold, and then was able to kind of settle and, yeah, come back to me a little bit more. The canter is still super wobbly, but at the same time, she's starting to let me in here and starting to let me ride her a bit more, which I was super pleased about. Goodness me, I can't even speak English anymore. So this was our last canter, and then it was time to take our boots off and head into the ring. Oh, a little give and retake there, cheeky. Bit of sand, everyone loves to see the sand. So here we have our test, and my phone rang as I was trotting down the centre line. So here we have the start. And then it cuts, and here we are again. So what I thought I would do is I am going to tell you my marks as I go. So for this medium trot, I got a 6. Needs more push from behind for clearer difference. Yep, I agree. She doesn't really know how to medium trot yet. I think it was quite a fair attempt at medium trot, but there you go. We got a 6.5 for our circle right, 15 metres. The frame varied a little bit. Yeah, definitely did. She's a bit on the bit, off the bit, a bit deep, a bit up. And then here, she thought this was better, so 6.5, a little bit more difference shown in the medium trot. And then we did a lovely 15 metre circle here, and we got a 7, which was nice. So the frame is more regular there. She's a little more balanced on the left rein. I'd say it was her stronger rein, so that is understandable. And then we go to canter, and I was just so pleased, you know. We got a 6.5 for this canter. She's just not on the bit, is she? But, you know, actually, first ever time in the arena, and our arena at home is quite small, so it's always hard to practice our cantering because I just don't have the space to get going, sort of thing. Did my give and retake there. I was quite pleased with that. So we're going with a 6.5 again. And then down here, it's the medium canter strides. We got a 6 for this, saying trying but on the forehand. And yeah, definitely fair point. I am on the forehand. So yeah, I was pleased with her there. And actually, these downward transitions were really super. Quite quick to go from medium canter down into walk for a 4-year-old, so I was really happy with her there. So as I said, this is a novice test, not a prelim. Prelim would be normally where you would start, so walking, trotting, cantering, and this has obviously got some more technical stuff in it, so that's what we're doing. So the free walk, medium walk, we got a 7, and then the free walk we got a 6.5. And I think just wanted her to stretch a little more. Obis actually called, and so she shouted back. And then it is up into trot here, and I think she goes a bit not on the bit, and so we got a 6. And then up into canter, and the canter transitions again was good. Canter transitions can be a bit wibbly wobbly like they were in the warm up, so I was still just really pleased that we were making it round, and she was doing me so proud. So we got a 6.5 for the canter, and with the give and retake again, it was a bit wobbly, but it was fine. This working canter got a 7 for this, so that was good. Very impressed with our 7s for our canter. Age 4, ooh, bit patchy there, nearly exited the arena. Bit of medium canter, went for broke. Unbalanced at start, wavering line. Yeah, it's a pretty polite way of saying you nearly exited the arena, don't do that. So down into trot, a bit of a sudden transition, but not too bad. And then we got to do our stretchy trot, and I was so pleased with her here. We got a 7 for our stretchy trot here. The judge said it could be more active, but I was really pleased with her because she took the rein down and was really soft in her body, so I was very happy. We made it onto the centre line, and we got a 6.5 and then a 6. Because the hole was all over the place. Definitely shed a little tear. As I was coming out, I definitely shed a little tear. Oh my god, I love her so much. Canter's in the right places. Okay, yeah, sometimes she wasn't on the bit, but actually, I absolutely couldn't have wanted for that to have been better.
Unbelievable.
All the polos. 100 majillion polos for beautiful little horse. Just
unreal.
Love her so much. Home time. With a replacement head collar. While we were unplaiting her and putting her boots on, she just dropped her head down and stepped on her rope and broke her head collar, so that's why she's now got a different one on. But I think she's probably earned herself a new one now. We got my score back for Obi. He got 73.3, considering we bolted around the test. I think that's pretty good. So we don't get any sheets or anything, which is a bit strange. But they put all of the scores online, and then we will get our sheets in the next little while. So yeah, I couldn't be more pleased with Zora. I could be more pleased with Obi, but that's okay. He just got very excited, and well, it's his first day back at school, isn't it? So he obviously decided it was a day for a party. So yeah, I will update you all when I know Zora's score. I'm so pleased with her. Can't believe it. So happy. She is so special and smart and wonderful. I need to change my boots, actually. I need to do that. Hang on. Hello. Hello. Bentley with a bucket. Of course he has. Are you pleased? I am so pleased. Oh, yes. Come on, let's go get the horses off. Here she is. We'll give her a wash now. Oh, got a little bit hot on the way back. Good girl. Zora got 65% and she came second in her section. She came third overall and second in her section, and I could have a little cry. I actually did have a little cry when I first came out. She, the judge was quite tough, evidently. There weren't any big scores. There was 168 and then another 65 point something, but I'm so happy. So happy with her. Right, I'm going to pay attention and give her a wash, and then I don't know what else, something else. Here he is, the disgraced cob of galloping off. You absolute nightmare, you. Time for the field. Zora. Happily in the field for the afternoon, which is nice. Just cleaning the lens. What a cool day. I feel like I say that a lot at the moment. I'm so glad I got to compete her. I was really gutted when I thought I wasn't going to be able to, when I'd messed up all the entries. So I'm really happy that I managed to. I was talking to Claire on the way home, my trainer, and I said, I feel like I kind of, either I've really prepared her well, or she's just really well behaved, and I think it is a combination of the two, possibly, that she is a lovely nature and she's very try hard, she's very willing and very honest, but also that all of the groundwork and all of the prep that I've done when I backed her has been what she needed. So I'm very happy, and I'm very happy that was her first experience, because it's of course not perfect. 65% is a pretty fair score, and actually I think she has so much more in the tank as such. The way she moves and the way she presents herself is really special. I think it was quite a low scoring class, to be honest, but the whole picture is just brilliant for me, and I'm so happy how she feels and how she behaved. And you'll have seen she was quite trying to swap arms. Arm goes dead holding my phone. She was quite bright in the warm-up with the other horses. She could obviously feel she felt a bit anxious, but she had a canter and had a blow, and then she was great. And it's lovely that she does come down again. There's always going to be high energy moments, but the fact that she comes back down and lets me ride her is the best part. Obi, obviously we've got nationals coming up, so that's why we went to ride the music. So we've got new music, which is cool. We're riding to the theme of Moana. I can't put the music on this video because it gets copyrighted. Very boring. But what I might do is, when we do get to the nationals, I will put the test into a totally separate video, and I just will let it be copyrighted, and then let the actual vlog be not copywritten. So anyway, that's why I haven't put that in, but I will have put in the test minus the music, and you'll see the absolute insanity that ensued. He really was wild. A bit of bolting towards the judge is never something that I want to partake in again. The poor lady's face, she was terrified. Anyway, he was very excited to be there and very like jolly about it, and I'm glad he's feeling so good. I could have just done without the exuberance, I suppose. I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to go out to another show this week, so there might be another vlog if I can get around to editing them all. I hope you liked the video, guys, and be sure to like and subscribe and share it with your friends if you liked it, and I will see you all for next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.